Right. Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just turned 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday for me. Yep, on Wednesday. Okay, let's just share this to start with. So, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. There's a few notes there. There's a full risk disclosure as well, and a bit about us as live session traders. We sort of put things out as different strategies. So the strategy that I follow and we tend to follow here is more of a relaxed type method. So let me just share screen. Welcome, Grace. We'll go across onto TradingView. We are now into, this is ADCAD. We'll start out at the top. You can see the daily over here. Then push back up to the top. It's come back yesterday. This is UK time, and now it's into the Tuesday box at the moment. Okay. There's a few things to note. The question is, will out of this the AUD weaken off? What have we got there? The GDP, because that's coming out today. There's also the rate decision for the Bank of Canada. Okay. So they're two pretty important things. The rest of it's not so much of a. So I'm expecting some sort of quite a substantial movement on this pair over the next sort of 24 hours, but particularly probably when these news items hit. All right. So either we're going to push further into the buy, or we're going to start to get into to sell on it. If you look at the Canadian dollar's quite low, Aussie's quite low too. But this just depends on what's going to transpire at that sort of news event. Okay. Now, ADCHF, you can see that has dropped off. It's come from a high here on the daily. Imbalances down there. Price is right down here at the moment. Right. It's in extreme. It did say it was going to buy there, and also too it wants to buy here, but it has just kept selling. There is a number of imbalances further down here. Right, there is, where is it? There's a Tuesday gap here, and there was the C. That's Tom's C area there. It's gone well and truly past that. Right. So hopefully some people might have been into this sell. We'll see. But there is this imbalance down here. I think it's going for this to take out that, it'll be a big Tuesday box. Tuesday and Wednesday, that's UK time, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. Wednesday on the UK time. Right now, and this is the question that Darren has put in the group, is this the time the JPY is starting to turn? So against AUD JPY, it definitely has broken structure and and turned, more likely for a pullback before it gets a further sell. But we'll see. This news could also affect this greatly as well with what's that? Oh, that's that. Yeah, no, it's just that quarter on quarter. Okay. If you look on the daily though, it's where are we over here? It just keeps pushing up, or has for a while anyway. This is the yearly box at the moment. So it's come now to this point. It hasn't broken this high, that push up there, and now it's coming into this Tuesday box to take out either some of it or all of it anyway. We'll see. Right, ADNZD. This has just kept selling out. You can see over here from the daily perspective, there's a little bit more to sell. This is where I don't know. I haven't been able to ask Darren where he's still in this. No, I think what happened is it came and touched the other side and he profited, I'm pretty sure, on that one. If you look on the daily though, it's now gone well past the rail on the daily. Welcome, Tom.
Hey,
Oh,
Brian.
this is your move the van days, move the
Yep.
move the vehicle. Okay, no worries. Okay, just like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so ADNZD just is still pushing back down. All right. And that's been a significant sort of move on that. We'll see that there's still plenty of imbalance back down here. So yeah, anyway. AD Singapore. So are things starting to show themselves now to you, Tom, on some
Yeah.
pair?
Beautifully.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Some pairs on the monthly, in my monthly boxes on my yearly boxes on the left have already spiked and broke the highs. So
Yeah,
now I'm looking at turnarounds on those pairs.
yeah. Well, that's AD Singapore. There's also two news coming up, so that will definitely affect this. AD USD. This is my sort of indication. The indication for most of the AUDs, if we're going to with those, it has come up to a high, pull back down. I think for a lot of these AUDs, we're on the motion for a sell out on them. It has pushed up, and are these emails. It's just whether this is the point at which it turns, and it will come down to this news here, and that will be in this Tuesday, Wednesday box. And I think out of that is where we'll get our move. Right. It was interesting, Tom, to see Darren's all his comments that he's closed out or it profited out a whole heap for him.
Yeah,
Uh,
fantastic. Good job, dude.
yeah. And he's hopeful of the JPY turn. Let's have a look at some of these. CAD CHF, look at that.
Yep, look at that.
Wow. This keeps dropping out. Look at where it is. Like
Yep.
from a daily, look out, that's been pushing up for so long, and look where it is now, right down
Yep.
here. It took out that that spike, and it's still going. Unbelievable. We've been waiting for this CHF to do something. Um,
Yeah, that
anyway,
pullback's be beautiful.
yeah, this push the pullback up here. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. CAD JPY. Whoa. Right. So,
Look at it take that box.
yeah, I know.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that'll be within it on that candle.
Yep.
Right in that box.
Yep.
That will be it. Oh my gosh. And there's more to go further down too,
Mm-hmm.
whether it will. I mean, there'll be a pullback and then a further drop. Okay. CHF JPY. Oh, yeah, because the Swiss franc's so strong, it really hasn't, the JPY hasn't dropped off on this one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at how many. Okay, this is a pullback. Let's see what happens from this sort of point. You can see the JPY and Swiss franc are up here with New Zealand dollar. Um, okay. Rightio, that's the CHF JPY. Let's go your AUD. So what we're looking for are some in for these Tuesday boxes are the pullback. So for example, CAD-J, you see such a drop. It's so far out of the rails. And if I measure like just even just in this since market opened, it's 100 like where it is 120 pips down, right? Massive sort of drop. So it dropped in the London session. New York kept it down. It sort of pulled back up a bit down. It needs to pull back up again, but it can continue further down. So we'll just see where that is. It'll create that Tuesday, and then out of that box, then in what direction will it go? All right, CHF JPY. We'll talk about that as well. As in, that's where market opened. It pushed up. Now it's dropped right off, but it's pulled back up. I think that it's not. Oh, sorry. It only came to the other side of the rail. It didn't give us any green triangle and pushed back up again. Right. So, and we have this sort of on the it's not trim bar. There's a trim bar down here. It's still green. So it hasn't given us any sort of indication of it turning yet. But we need to make a decision in relation to that if we want. So your AUD, look at that. So euro is really yeah, in this box. Oh, where is it? Oh, look at that. Yeah, Tom. See how it's come up here? Basically, it's come up to the top of the Tuesday box. Off here. Bang. Wow. Into that zone. So this is more likely we've got a turn. We'll see what happens with this, but it looks like from a euro perspective, this is a turn in the trend. There's the C up here. So I'm doing so we've got off the bottom, back up, and that's more like target. So we'll see out of this box, then potentially a buy. Euro CAD. Wow, look at the euro, it's pushing up there too. Broken that high out of that. Okay. So that one's out. What have we got there? Oh, that one's way out too. What am I doing? Crazy off. Right now, where we are is at the 71 on a larger time frame. That's broken the high. So I would say that this is not relevant now, Tom, would you? XAB, because it's broken the high of the X. Oh, you're probably busy. Yeah.
Well, yes and no, because even though that's the high and it's broken it, I would still put that as my B, just in case it just swept the highs to turn around.
Right. So what you're saying is move the B up to there.
Yeah, because it can still work.
And then that means I'd have to redo. So this now moves further up. Moves up to
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
See.
exactly. If it turns here, I'm looking for the turn coming out of the Tuesday box
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and still
And then
using
come
that
back
as my
down to
target.
there. Okay, no worries. That's Euro CAD. Yeah, well, you've got the Canadian news here for the interest rate news. That's going to be interesting. Like, there's going to be some real push around at this. I think if this is the first one to actually lower interest rate, it may actually push it higher. This depends on that news. It may come down. Anyway, we'll just see how the market sees that. I certainly don't want to call it. Right, Euro CHF. Whoa, that has really okay. No, there's imbalance there and there. Look at the drop off on that. Yeah, that's definitely going to take out that box there. And then that's only imbalance down there. Look at it going down for it. Wow. That is a big move off last Tuesday to there, 250 pips. And that came out of that Tuesday box. Okay. There's a lesson, isn't it?
Yeah.
And look at,
Came down and
look,
took both those boxes.
yeah, both of those. Well,
All
it
three.
yeah, but it hasn't created, like the Tuesday box will be there. That'll still be an imbalance in there because it hasn't taken that with the box.
Right.
And that as well, that will still be out. This one will be taken. But it's going for this liquidity down here. Look at it. It's going crazy. But look at how many green arrows, green triangles are here for it to go back, and it just kept going down. Like
Yep.
that's a crazy example of market trend push. There's no way I would have thought that would have done that. Anyway, just you live, you learn through the process. Okay. Euro and GBP. This is just going sideways at the moment. Let's see what we got. This is where the rate decision comes up on the euro as well. Balance of trade. Okay. Rightio. Here's the imbalance up there between the Tuesdays. It looks like it's doing something in relation to that. It's certainly not going to, well, I don't know. At the moment, depends on that. I don't think it's going to come up and take this out yet on the Tuesday. Prices back down here. Okay. Right. Right. So that's something to. It's a weird pair. It's like UCAD and AUD NZD. This Euro GBP is a little bit difficult. All right. Euro JPY, yes, there's the turn on that one, and that's a considerable drop. Rightio. We're looking for a pullback and then potentially a drop, but I don't know. Some of these ones have just continued down, Tom. We've got a little bit of a pullback. We'll just see what happens with this Tuesday. This won't take out all of that Tuesday box, but it'll take out some of it. Yes, there's a whole heap of movement. Okay, Euro NZD. Wow, that is just kips. All right, Tom, look at it going down towards the C box. There is gaps up there, but it doesn't look like it's going to do much. It just depends on, again, this rate decision, what will happen, whether that will be seen as weakening the currency and we get a pushback. All right. So all of these euros will be dependent on that news. AUDs, the CADs, well, particularly Euro CAD will be. You got two sort of rate decisions in relation to that. Euro Singapore. Very different to last week, Tom, when there was nothing happening. It's like,
Yeah, but this is exactly what you want. You want it to
yeah,
move so you can get the direction monthly.
yeah, absolutely.
Because now we're going to get pullbacks, we're going to get further pushes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's broken that high. There are no gaps in here on the Euro Singapore, but it looks like it's peaked. There's another further, up here. It's not the other
I understand.
side. Yeah. Oh, somebody else. Okay, cool. Euro USD. It's the parking. Uh, okay, yeah, here we go. So there's Euro USD still pushing up. So the US dollar, I think this will push further up. Again, what do we got? What's this one? That's only PMIs. That's right. That's the rate decision. Okay. Radio. Let's look at this. Okay. Well, it's back up to the 786, isn't it? Or it has been. All right. We need to make a decision on direction there. Whether that, I think also too, well, we'll see when, when's this one, the rate decision? This is 6 at 13. So that actually is when New York opens. Okay, so it'll be just after the Wednesday open, a little bit further, and then there'll be a change in direction. Okay. Let's go to the GBPs. GBP AUD. Okay. And that by the boxes up here, or the gap between the Tuesday boxes. We're gonna pull back in this and then a further buy. Let's see what happens when it comes out of that Tuesday, Wednesday box. But I think that'll be it will be a further buy. It might not come to the other side of the rail even. We'll see with the box and then make a decision. This one for a buy. Okay, GBP CAD. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What? I'm just getting quite it's interesting this whether this rate decision comes off or not with the Bank of Canada. This may just shoot this up because the GBP, and there's a few targets further up here. Oh, they're just getting ready. And this will be, yep. This is just after New York Open. Okay. Right, yeah. I'm going to need to pick a direction. Right, GBP CHF. Wow. The Tuesday's taking out that little gap. Oh, that's liquidity down there. We're going to go for it. It's going down, take this out. We haven't seen this much Swiss franc strength in like 6 months. Incredible. Where was it here? Yeah, it's December. And then it turned. Now, potentially, this is the 6 month point of it to turn back into a sell direction. Okay, GBP, JPY, that came off as well. Wow, look at that. I don't know if Darren survived this one because it came up. Maybe he did. It's probably not back in profit if he did, but gosh, that's close. So on the daily, you'll see it's got triangles, got a short, so I'll bring it across a bit. Is this, looks like it's a turn at this point anyway. We've got a red now on the trend bar. Okay. GBP NZD, this will be selling out too. Yep. There's only one gap back up here. And there's no news coming up. So we'll see what happens. It comes out of that Tuesday box. And see that sold out, that bought a bit. Okay. It's certainly broken the bottom of this. What you're looking at, Tom, was a C down here somewhere, potentially. But it looks more like we've got a turn. Yeah, a lot more like that. Rightio. That's British pound and New Zealand dollar. Still look like it's just going to push further. Okay. GBP and Singapore, that keeps pushing up. At some point, we're going to get a turn on that as well. The imbalances here, liquidity down there. This could also be the turning point on this one. We'll see what happens when it comes out of the Tuesday box. There is no news on the currencies yet, but it has done a good push. It's now, like sell out, saying sell out again. But yeah. Right. GU. I think that this will continue to buy at the moment. This is a bit of a different here. Yeah, you can see where this has got further to push on it. That's its low high. Got a couple of gaps in there. I think it's got a little bit further to push before it does. Purely because the US dollar is really low, and I don't know whether it'll be a quick move. Oh, but what have we got down here? Unemployment rate, which is on the thing. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, so non-farm payroll, we'll just see what happens with it. But if the unemployment rate stays the same, then particularly that won't be that good. It might push that further back up. We'll just see. Rightio, NCAD. We're just looking at those trends. New Zealand dollar is just pushing up against that Canadian now. We'll get the Tuesday box out of it. I reckon we'll get a further push up. Let's see. It is well out of the rail here. Gosh. At some point we're going to get, depends on that CAD news, doesn't it? Gosh, there's a whole lot of potential turns, aren't there, Tom? Like it's just,
Yeah, but the trick is patience.
yeah, I know.
That's the hardest thing about this, man. It's just about patience. You're gonna miss trades. You're gonna feel that need to get in to get something. Just be patient.
Yeah. The Tuesday, Wednesday here. We'll just see what happens when it comes when we get the box, because it'll be we're here. If, for example, if this doesn't come down, there will be a gap in here too. But
and you just swept the monthly high.
Has it?
Yep.
Yeah, out from here.
And you're on the last little bit of fair value gap box to the left.
Out here.
Right in there. The last little bit. I mean, it's got, how many pips is that? I mean, it's like nothing.
50 pips?
No, I don't even think it's that much.
Don't
oh,
you?
hell, it may have just taken it. Hold on. 1.2 pips. I mean, it's almost to the top of the fair value gap box.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, this Canadian news is this and the euro, both of them. This is going to really push the market around. And then we got non-farm payroll Friday.
Right. So I'm looking at this as if this taps that, when we get the news, it's going to tap the top of the fair value gap box, breaking the liquidity.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for a push down out of that Tuesday box for a new monthly low.
A new trend. Yeah.
Yeah, a new trend.
Okay.
Back down to like 79,800.
Yeah. God. Yeah, because it's all of these gaps and the liquidity and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Audio. So that's New Zealand dollar needing to drop off the perch. That's what you would say. Okay. NZDCHF. That's definitely changing direction now too. See that? It's come out of this. Look at this. Oh, look at that, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That one candle at the start of the open was right on the top of that box, and it's now taken that one out. You wouldn't read about it, would you, eh? It's that's gone.
Yeah,
There's a little,
the current Tuesday box took that one and left one.
uh
So from the
this
top
one
of that
down here.
Tuesday, from the top of the Tuesday box where it's at with those red triangles,
Up there, yeah.
you see the bottom of that Tuesday box?
Yeah.
Down to where the top of the Tuesday box is now
Oh,
starting.
yeah. It'll create one here.
So it left
On the,
one, right?
Yeah, left one on the way down by taking out one on the left. This is now what it'll need to take out when it comes back up again at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. Yeah, no, I wasn't even looking there. I'm just looking down here. Okay, let's see what happens. It'll come the Tuesday, Wednesday box here, and then we'll look at what it does from there. There's a lot of direction change occurring. Okay, NZD JPY again. Oh, look at that. This is the one that pushed up past. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, look at it. Pushed up that previous high. Up. It doesn't look like it's going to a little bit of liquidity above. And it's broken structure here. Pull back up. I don't think it's going to take this one out. Well, it may. Depends. It may just drop and take this out. We'll just see. Again, a bit of patience. Huh? But yeah, I think Darren had his fingers crossed that it was going to be the turn on the JP Morgans. But this one he got stopped out anyway. And this is still pushing up because of US weakness, but we'll just see what happens. Non-farm payroll. It's wanting to sell out. And there is 1, 2, and that's just liquidity down here. They've all got a couple, haven't they? It's just a couple of gaps between the Tuesday boxes and liquidity down the bottom.
And it's the same all the time.
Yeah.
It creates them, leaves them,
yeah,
and then comes back to them.
Goes back and takes them. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I want these, I want these monthly moves that are going to come down and take all these out.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. And that's where the patience comes in. This is going to take out that. imbalance there, I would say, or majority of it. Singapore Japanese yen. That's a nice drop. We'll just see. I mean, it's done drops before and then just push back, but this Japanese yen wasn't, All right, USD CAD. I don't know if Darren's still in this as a sell, but it's just a crazy slow burner, this one. We haven't got, like, is that a Tuesday box or is that? No, that's just liquidity down the bottom here. And a whole lot of other stuff. So, all right. Let's see what happens when it, oh my gosh, look at that push up at the start of the Tuesday box here. Push up to there. But it's going to cover over the last Tuesday, so okay. Yeah, this pair, I don't really like it. USD CHF, we've got another really big drop out there because of the Swiss. And it looks like we've got a turn out on it now. It's taken out that liquidity down the bottom. That's gone. Get rid of that.
So it got rid of one box and created another.
Yeah. It will have, yeah. Like it'll have it from here. Well, that's liquidity, but it'll create one down into here somewhere.
Yeah, from the top of your last, from the bottom of your last Tuesday box.
Yeah. Well, no, not that one. It'll be from there, won't it?
No. It's from the last of the Tuesday box to the top of the current Tuesday box.
Which will be all that, which will be at the moment from here down to somewhere down here.
Yeah. That's the current box that it left behind. Now that box has to be covered by Tuesday boxes. Eventually.
Right, yeah. Even though these ones are in here, but they're past.
Right.
Okay.
Because you're only looking for current.
Yeah.
Now it is darting down into the other Tuesday box, which is going to shrink this one.
I haven't got. I mean, that one there, it's come down, taken that to a certain extent. There must be ones over here which I haven't got in. I haven't gone back that far. Okay. But yeah, that's a big move. That's a big move off there. 230 pips just this week. All right, UJ. What's UJ doing? Yep. It's dropped off as well. And that will take out this box here. And there's a whole big box down here, which I doubt it might be on its way to do the next Tuesday to take out some of that. Gosh. Okay.
And let's say it doesn't. Let's say it continues down from here and takes out that big Tuesday box down there.
Mm-hmm.
The return on that to get back up above it, if it's going to continue up, it's going to be a huge move. That's going to travel up for quite a while, flagging back up.
Well, it'll be a gap between here and there.
No, what I'm saying is, you see where your green arrows are?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see where it says long on your daily time frame?
Yeah.
Down at the bottom?
Down there, yeah.
Let's say if it goes down there and it just travels and breaks that low.
Yeah.
Then that
Yes.
push back up is going to be huge, and it's going to have to fail that top to come back down to break the low to continue down.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So don't be upset that you missed these. It's not a bad thing.
Well, this is not necessarily missed either.
Right,
Depend-
exactly. Depending
Yeah.
on where it comes out on the Tuesday box, we may be
Correct.
going back up in just a few hours.
Yeah, correct.
So here's a good place. If you look at the top, you'll see your A, B, C. Draw your C box across there, and don't worry about this till it crosses your C box.
Yeah, well, we've had C boxes and it just breaks through and continues too.
Okay, but you already have arrows to buy it up.
Correct. Yeah, but we did there too.
Okay,
And
but if
lots.
the ABC, if you put your ABC on, does this bottom arrow right here reach the C box?
Okay, so hang on a minute. This is your A, B, C there. Is that what you're
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do that. I think it's
No,
yeah.
grab your no, not that one. Grab your fib extension.
Oh, you just do it from there.
Yeah, do your
Right.
fib extension. A,
Fair enough.
B, C. Draw your box across.
Right, you don't even need to put the you see, because you could already see it anyway. It's already taken it.
Which is good. That's fine. Get rid of that. Stretch your box across the price. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Now put on your ABC.
Oh, now put it on.
Yes. Which means now you're not concerned about price coming out of that and shooting down. You're watching it. You're going to create another Tuesday box next week. It doesn't matter. You're just watching it at this point. You're looking for some sort of pullback out of the current Tuesday box. So you're looking for this to push up and cross that C box.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do you see how that makes sense?
Yeah. Also, too, though, there will be a potentially, unless it pushes up before the end, this is the gap in here too. If that's the high, we don't know. It could push up and go up higher even and take that out. All right, GJ. You know what? I think this will push further down. But anyway, that's in the.
Oh, I think ultimately it's going to. I think it's going down to the C box from the higher.
Yeah. Higher time frame.
But you got to get past this step first. So if it's going to pull back up and break that C box that you just put on, it's going to tap into that Tuesday box right there, probably next week. It's going to tap all the way across, play for a week, take out that Tuesday box that you just put in, and then break back down, going to the further C box on the bigger frame. Here, scrunch that 2 hour down. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so you see the red arrows up there with that big, long red line? Yeah, up there. There's your A. So get your fib extension.
X, you mean X?
X, yes.
Yeah, okay. B there. Yeah.
Yep. Now put your box in for your C box.
Which is down here.
Okay, get rid of the fib. And then put your ABC in.
Oh, rats.
That's to your left.
I know. It's a bit higher. See if I can. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so right now you're at a C box, right?
Yeah.
And you just created a Tuesday imbalance box.
Yeah.
So now all I'm looking for, simplicity, is a pullback above that C box. Tap the red
Not break.
line that's
Yeah.
not break the B.
Yeah,
Tap
not
that
break the line.
line.
Yeah.
Push down into that bigger C box, which is going to take out the Tuesday fair value gap box right here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
For a potential turnaround. Because if you look on your left, if this pushes down and breaks that bottom, the bottom rail you got there, and then does a pullback, then we're definitely going back to the C if it doesn't break the top.
Yeah.
So on a higher time frame, we could see where it needs to break back up, poke it back up, tap, and then back down back to the bigger C. But that little C is what's stopping you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to get past there.
Right. So look for it when it comes out of this Tuesday box. It's possibly going to buy back up, not break the Tuesday it just created.
Yeah.
The Tuesday bar it just created, not the box, but the bar.
Yeah, the gap, yeah.
And then push down to the bigger C.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then we're actually changing direction.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Okay. That's the UJ, and maybe that's what Darren's, he'll be onto it. I don't know whether he might be back into profit by now. We'll just see. Right, USD and Singapore. Again, we've got this sellout happening on this one. What have I got happening here? This is weird. That's Thursday. Tuesday 8, there we go. Gee, confusing my Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've got liquidity down here. It came down and took a bit of it out. And there's a gap up here. I reckon we got more sellout to happen here. You can see where it's pushed up. It's changed direction. It's on its way back down there. Okay. And where is, gold. Oh, that's going a bit sideways too. It depends on this non-farm payroll and stuff down here. A little bit of news will kick it around. See how it's pushed up a lot here. This is on the daily. Down, broke a high, pull back down. And this will push back up again now. That gap in there. It's just creating a Tuesday box in here. So overlapping that. Bitcoin's back up to 70K. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a, which has started a bit of a sell on it. Bitcoin price predicted to reach 100,000 by Mike or whoever. It's like, good on him. We'll see. All right, and oil, let's just settle down a little bit. Okay. And cocoa still jumped up. All right, well, that's it. Let's see what happens when it comes out of these Tuesdays, everybody. Hope Darren's having a nice break. 80 CADs. Yeah, look at this. Perfectly. Bing, bing, bing to the yearly.
Yep.
Up to the yearly and then dropped off.
Yeah. Isn't that ironic?
Ironic. None of this is manipulated, of course, Tom.
Of course not.
Yeah.
And that's been traveling sideways.
Yeah, this year. For
So all
2 or
I'm
3
looking
weeks.
for is I have my
Tuesday box.
I actually put 2 rails on, one at the top and one at the bottom, and I'm just waiting for it to break out of those 2 rails.
Oh, you've got one down here. And one
Yeah.
up here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Either breaks out up or breaks out down and you're into it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So really I'm waiting for to see what this Tuesday box does.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what I think it's going to do is it's going to keep pushing sideways until the Tuesday box ends. Wednesday's going to come up and either tap that high or break down and really take off.
Yeah, and you got 2 bits of information here. You got one where you've got the inflation news, and then you've got potentially a rate drop in Canada. So
Right.
and this sideways has just been this waiting for this stuff to happen.
Yep. But it failed to break that top, so that's why I'm thinking it's going to push down.
Yeah. I'm thinking that too. It's interesting though, like if the Canadian news is, this is where my head is, if the Canadian news is that they're going to lower interest rates, that's not good for the currency, which means that will weaken it, which means the Aussie dollar will go up.
Yeah. And yes, exactly. And if you look down here at the bottom on your 2 hour, where this all began.
Oh, you're way down here, yeah.
Yeah. So can you shrink that down just a little bit so I can see the whole screen? So right there, you see your triangles?
Yeah,
and your triangles to the left?
Yeah.
So if you did an A, B, C there, it's almost to the C at the top. It's just got to break this little bit of high.
Yeah.
Capture that C, tap it, and then drop off.
You reckon it'll just push up and then drop off?
Yeah, it's going to sweep everybody's liquidity is what it's going to do. There's
a little bit at the top, not much.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, if you go, can you just show the 2 hour screen?
Yeah.
In fact, go to that one and then go to your 4 hour time frame. So you get a bigger picture. Okay, you see where it didn't break this high over here to the left?
Yeah.
Right there.
No, it broke that.
Right. It didn't do it before is what I'm saying. You see where it didn't break it? Where the 2 months come together?
It came up and then it went down, then it went back
and then
up
it pushed down, failed to break the bottom, pushed up, came all the way back up here to this top, just barely tapped it.
Yeah.
So all I did was I found a Tuesday box in here to your left,
Right. Yeah, yeah, which will be, yeah, in here.
up higher to your left,
Yeah, yeah.
where your red triangle is, up to the left,
Up here somewhere.
up
Up further.
that triangle. That row right there has a Tuesday box in it.
Right,
And all
okay.
it is where you match that Tuesday box gap that comes across the
Yeah.
A, B, C box that you put on down here at the bottom is directly in line with that Tuesday box, the Tuesday rail.
Right. So you think it'll push up?
I think it's going to push up. I think it's going to push up, create a new high.
Take out that Tuesday box and then drop down.
Yes. Even if it doesn't create a Tuesday box to cover it, I think it's going to push up with liquidity to take that Tuesday box.
Yeah, I think that's what it'll do as well. I think it'll
And
push
then,
up. That's what I was saying before.
and then you're going to get liquidity left behind that it's going to have to come back to eventually.
Hmm.
And if you look at your fib that you have on there, that's the
Yeah.
half. At least it should be the half.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. The fib over here. Yep, correct. It's the 50. Yeah.
Well, you have it as the 618 on yours. I have it on the half.
Well, 618 up here.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it from high to low down to here and off the, oh, come on. It's off the high to the low. And if you look where price is currently, price currently is above the 50 on its way to the 618.
Oh, I have my fib much higher.
Oh, you
Go,
over to the left?
yeah, go out to the daily.
Yeah. Well,
You'll see what I'm saying. Because that's internal structure.
yeah, you see, that's how well, anyway, that's just me. Oh, you've got it way up here.
Oh, yeah. From your yellow line up there, because that's the high to the low.
It's not even at the 50 yet.
It's at the 32. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I'm
yeah,
saying it's
okay.
going to bounce up just to the 50 or lower and turn around and come back down because we're on a downtrend. Technically,
Yeah,
that's just a
okay.
pullback.
Yeah, in a higher time frame. Yeah, that's right. Technically. Yeah, okay.
Now, if you put your ABC down there where you have your two green arrows or whatever that is.
Yeah, there. What this X
No, I'm
A?
sorry. I'm sorry. It would be your last two. Let me see. What dates are those? It's starting on Friday, March 29th. Over to your right. Yeah.
There.
In there.
How do you pick it from there? Oh, because it's, yeah, okay. That's the, so you're saying X A B.
There's your
Oh,
C box.
up here.
Yeah, see your C box?
Yeah.
So draw a C box in there.
Yeah, okay.
And then get rid of your fib and then put on your ABC. So that's all that's remaining so you can see it clearly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to get my screen down to almost nothing other than just basics. So that's the goal. That's what I'm saying. This price could very well pop up
Yeah.
tap that
Well,
C box, turn
correct.
around and come back down.
Now look at where the C is across to here. If you look, oh, it's hard to tell. See that high over here?
Yeah. Which
That's what.
aligns perfectly with the Tuesday rail.
Yeah. Okay. Tuesday gap. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think price will shoot up.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a little quick push up, especially with news,
Yeah. With
and then
news.
more
Yeah.
news is going to push it back down.
It's not that far away from it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, price was down here, but where it was, rail to there, that's only 20 pips.
See what I mean?
Mm.
It's all relative. We think of these moves as, oh my God, it moved 200 pips. That's really not much, actually, if you look at it on a monthly time frame.
Yeah.
Be nice to catch those, don't get me wrong. But I'm looking for that turn. I want that turn
Yeah.
where I'm
It's gonna
pulling,
push it.
42,000 pips.
Yep. Rightio. You're okay. I think that we'll see what happens when this news comes out. Or when's that? That's going to be 2:30, which is my mid-morning sort of thing. Let me just see. Hang on, I'll just get it exact when it's going to come out. And there's also so that's going to be 11:30. Oh, lovely. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what it is when it comes out. 0.2 forecast. So anyway, okay. Rightio, I better go. I'll see you later.
All right.
See you tomorrow after the wash up. Or maybe maybe
After
we'll do
the carnage.
something. Yep. It'll be a bit of carnage. All right,
Yeah.
no worries at all. Take it easy.